ba, 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 ba. What's up, guys? Rexelanite here, and I'm a little late, but I have seen Jurassic World Rebirth, and well, today is Monday, but I have seen the film on Saturday. So, but anyways, I know I'm a little bit late. But I really want to get this review out before I leave for my vacation, because I'm really leaving soon. Actually, I'm leaving this Wednesday, so I gotta just speed this along, and I also gotta bring out my freaking Comic-Con vlogs anyway. So let's make this a quick review here. So so what did I think of the film? Well, first off, before I actually talk about the film, I just want to give a brief moment saying, like, first off, I enjoyed my Comic-Con day on Saturday. It was really nice. It was a lot of fun. And then after about, I would say 5:55ish, almost 6, I told Zach that, hey, Zach already saw it before me, so, but yeah, I told him that, hey, let's change, and then we'll get there first. So we changed, and then after that, when we were done changing, we left and we went to the theater. And then when we went to the theater, we got our tickets, and then we just go to the lineup and said, hey, okay, here you go. And then after that, we went to get food right away. There was a guy actually that was so nice. He noticed we went to Comic-Con. He asked, like, hey, did you guys go to Comic-Con? It's like, yeah, and we were just talking about that. Afterwards, we went to our seats, and then we saw the film. We saw it in regular. I didn't see it in IMAX. I didn't need to. So yeah. Actually, before I saw this movie, I have seen some reviews. And heard a bit of negativity more than positives, actually. So, because every time when there's a movie now these days, I always want to hear, like, hey, how's the movie, and how's that and all. And so far, this movie has got the negatives. I have not really heard too many positives. But even though this world actually made a lot of money now worldwide, it made more than some of Marvel's properties right now. So, this movie will probably get a sequel. I just have a feeling. So, a few people I could mention that I heard that have like negatives. Like I have my phone right here. The first one I heard was Tryon Magnus, great YouTuber, by the way. I love the guy. He didn't really say too much negatives, so I was like, okay, that's he was more like dinosaur tired out, so I'm like, okay, but it doesn't really, it's an average film, and okay, yeah, so like average, okay, yeah, that was the one thing I was thinking of, but even though I was thinking it would be better than a high average, but I digress. Second person I saw, I think, was Angry Joe. Angry Joe said flat out it was bad. I can't remember what he gave it, its score. But all I know is he said it was bad. There was some negatives here and there. There's some spoilage I heard, and I was like, I kind of regret hearing that, because after seeing when I was seeing the movie, I was like, I'm expecting some of the things. I feel like I should have, but oh well. Let's see here. So Angry Joe said it was like not great. Now that I got those guys out of the way, let me give you my opinion on how I thought the movie was. Well, I actually kind of like it.
What?
I actually like this film, somewhat. I thought the film was, first off, the film was how long it was? It was 2 hours? It felt a little short to me in some areas. I felt like some areas were fast-paced, and some areas where it doesn't feel so, I felt lost in some of the areas. Like, there's some questions, like, I'm not sure if anybody was watching this film and be like, okay, I have a lot of questions, I have a lot of questions. I don't know if anybody was like that, but to me, I was definitely like that. By the way, this is spoilers, so if you guys don't want to hear this, do not watch this video. I'm just gonna point this out here real quick. At the beginning, you have like this big lab, which, by the way, this lab looked very like, yeah, I can see why people are saying this looks more like Alien, like Xenomorph from the Aliens movie type of design, like, which is pretty cool. But I question on how the hell do they have this type of design, I guess, if you will. Like it looks cool, but how did you achieve this? You know what I mean? It looks so high tech to the point where you can't even tell if humans actually built that. Let's see here. What else? Oh yeah, and that's the introduction of the D-Rex. And I'll get to the D-Rex later on after. But first, and the biggest thing I hate was, there was one thing I hated about at that beginning, even though the beginning was nice, but at the beginning there was one thing I hate, and that was, it's the wrapper. There's this chocolate wrapper that just for somehow damages all the freaking technology that was there. It ruined the door because it got into the door's vacuum, I guess, and then so the door was like malfunctioning, and then somehow it also destroyed every other system. Like it was messing with the lights, it was messing with the systems there, all around the building, and everything was going to chaos. I was like, really? So you mean to tell me all of this started because of a wrapper? Are you serious? When there's like a dinosaur getting out, now these days it's stupid. Like, it's beyond stupid. At least in Jurassic Park, the first one, they did do something like this, but it was better because they didn't do it they didn't give it a dumb reason. It was a smart reason. The opening scene with the Velociraptor, like, it's practically the same thing. Like, you ask, well, the Velociraptor didn't break out, but in a way, it's a similar concept. They bring in the Velociraptor, right? Okay, they bring in the Velociraptor, and the Velociraptor somewhat tries to get out. It was way better because at least it made sense. You're dealing with a big prehistoric animal. You think nothing's gonna go wrong? Well, in their head, they think nothing's gonna go wrong. But in this case, things will go wrong. It's not gonna be easy. So, especially with these prehistoric animals, nothing's gonna be easy. That part I like, where the stakes is like anything could happen. You know, anything could go wrong. These are prehistoric animals. These are prehistoric beasts. Freaking herbivores can have the same luxury too, even though you don't see that in these movies as much. You just see it with just the carnivores. But yeah, that's that part. Yeah. So Jurassic Park was the only one that did the similar thing, but it was smarter. Now these days you have like Jurassic World with the Indominus Rex breaking out, which was not really that smart, and then you have now this with the D-Rex breaking out. I thought that was pretty dumb. After that, you get the characters. Now I have to say, I think there was only 2 characters I liked in the show. Everybody, well, maybe 3. I do like the guy who was supposed to be Blade for the MCU. I did like his character. What was his name? Dockett. I did like him. I thought he was kind of cool, and probably the only person I like when it comes to, like, okay, I like his background because he has responsibility and he will protect anyone no matter what. So I liked his personality. I thought he was pretty good. And then you have Scareltt, of course, the star of this movie. Okay, look, Scarlett in this movie was okay, but I didn't really like her lines. Every line was like always negative. She's always like, well, not negative, but like sarcastically negative. Like, she's always like, it's fun, right? Or there was a line where like you have the paleontologist guy where he's like, I never got shot before. Yeah, and she's like, really? Never? Mm-mm. And then she goes, there's always time, or something like that. I was like, really? I don't even think Godzilla 2014 had that many bad scripts. Actually, it wasn't really the script in Godzilla 2014 that was bad. I think every script was good in a way. Like it was okay to listen to. It was just boring and not enough impact. That was, I would say, its problem. But here it was like, who's writing this? Oh, and of course, there's always the bad guy. Well, not a bad guy, but you had this. I don't know his name, but he's like the buyer or something like that, and he's the one that who's telling them, okay, I'm gonna make this team. We're gonna make this private, so so we can get in. And then I need these 3 DNAs from these particular dinosaurs, so that way we could cure some of the people, I guess, or something like that. Honestly, that plot kind of confused me. I might watch the film again just to understand that, because there were some areas where I got lost. I got lost of like what was happening. Like what? Wait, what? What? Apparently, so here's the story. The story I thought was, I mean, it's kind of the same thing. It's not new, I would say. So that was kind of unfortunate. But if it was the same, at least there could have been some ways to make fun with it, even if it was the same. Unfortunately, they didn't even try to do that either. So apparently, like I said, there were some parts in the story where I got so confused. And please tell me if you guys understood this, because I got lost in this. There's a part where they said now there's a disease going on that's killing off all of the dinosaurs for some reason, not humans. I thought they were gonna do the DX from the Lost World novel, where the DX is supposed to be a disease that killed off the dinosaurs on Isla Sorna. I thought it would be like that, which in a way I guess it kind of was, but first of all, it came out of nowhere. I don't remember them explaining where did it come from or anything. I thought if they were going to do the DX thing and the disease thing, I thought it would have been cooler if they just got it from the island instead. Like give it a high risk or something and leave it on a cliffhanger, just like what they did with the Lost World novel. Something like that. I think that would have been like, okay. It was the stupidest thing I have ever heard. I did not want to, like, after when I heard that, I was like, no, you didn't say that. No. I don't give a flat of what anybody says. That's not true. People do care about dinosaurs. In the real world, people do care about dinosaurs. We just don't care about Hollywood's dinosaurs, or how you could say whatever you want. That's so not true. People do like dinosaurs. We just don't like how you guys, you studios, how you portray these dinosaurs. Even documentaries portray dinosaurs better. And actually, you know what? I'll give you the worst documentary. You guys know, there's a documentary that was bad, and that was Monsters Resurrected. Okay, and they had the worst Spinosaurus, even though I actually still like that Spinosaurus. I don't know why. I guess they were trying to diminish, like all the events that happened in Jurassic World Dominion, except for one, and that was dinosaurs are all around the world. And here's another thing: we don't even talk about it or show it, or any show like any world event or any impact of the dinosaurs being around everywhere now these days. Like they're all over the world and nobody cares. We're all living like and I almost forgot, sorry. There are two sides in the movie perspective. I forgot. You have the main characters and then you have the family, which the family didn't even need to be there, honestly, but oh well. Yeah, there's two things I have a problem with. In this film, there were like scenes where it's like that character should have died. There were two scenes where I'm like, yeah, that character should have definitely died, because there's no way that would happen in real life. You know what I mean? There's no way you're getting out of that situation in real life. There's just no way. There's just no way. And that was like well, actually, I'll get to that part later. But like the the boyfriend was kind of annoying. The father, I feel like he should have died too. Like, in a way, like I thought that would be like, because he has a broken leg in the film. He gets a broken leg, and I'm like, okay, it's gonna be risky. Maybe it'll be dark because maybe he won't make it. I feel like he should have died. I feel like this movie should have had a big body count, but it doesn't really. In a way, they kind of took that ending. Kind of reminded me of this Jurassic Park the game, because at the end they take on a boat and they just drove. They drove off. They swam away, and then you get the distance, and then you had the music. And I actually liked that. I thought it was nice. And then you got dolphins going in, and I thought that was pretty cool. But yeah, it kind of reminded me of Jurassic Park the game, because in Jurassic Park the game they did a similar thing actually. Like, I gave it an average, but it should be more than average. Do I like this better than Dominion? Yes, I actually like it better than Dominion. I find it I like it way more than Dominion. Do I like it better than Fallen Kingdom? I would say a little bit, yes. I'll say a little bit, but I wouldn't say I wouldn't say I like it like all the way. Dominion, yes. Fallen Kingdom, it's about like here and there. Honestly, I feel like Jurassic World Rebirth should have been like Jurassic Park the game, because in a freaking way, after when I was seeing Jurassic Rebirth, I was like, huh, this game kind of has some similarities and feels kind of familiar. Oh wait, they could have done this. They basically not 100% copied, but it has some similarities to Jurassic Park the game. And this is not canon anymore, by the way, which is a shame. I wish it was canon. But, first off, let's talk about the bad boy here, the T-Rex. Okay, I have to say, I actually like the T-Rex in this movie, but I find I was kind of disappointed because you only see the T-Rex in one scene, and that's the river raft scene, and then that's it. You don't see the T-Rex after that, which is such a big shame. I liked its behavior. I thought they made it like an animal, like really an animal, and I like that. I thought that was pretty good. I like this T-Rex, Jurassic Rebirth T-Rex. I like it way better than Rexy scenes in all of Jurassic World, even the first one. I find the T-Rex wasn't as scary. Ever since I heard Gareth Edwards was going to do Jurassic World Rebirth, I was like, oh my god, this guy did Rogue One, this guy did Godzilla 2014, even though Godzilla 2014 wasn't that great. At least Godzilla 2014 had some good moments. If you just watch it on YouTube and just ignore the whole full film, at least there was some good moments. I know maybe one good moment. Godzilla himself. Just Godzilla himself. Every time, well, he's the big star in this, of course. Every time when you see Godzilla, every time when they build up his presence, every time when they build him up, oh my god, Godzilla's build up is like a 10 and a 10 by itself. I mean, there's like a couple of scenes where I could show you where, I'll give you an example. There's some, like I said, there's like 2 or 3 scenes where they built them up and it was so scary. Even though it's not a monster one, there was one scene that was epic and scary at the same time, and that was, of course, Darth Vader. The freaking scene, the hallway scene where Darth Vader, you don't hear anything. You just hear the rebels go. You just see the rebels like they're turning around and it's dark, and then they get their blasters out. They're waiting to see what's coming. You just hear the engine going, and then dead silence, and then you hear, and then you see the lightsaber ignite, and you see Darth Vader. That was fucking epic, and then you hear and then you see the action, and then you get the music. That was epic. And Gareth Edwards really made Darth Vader scary. Like, come on, I think he made Darth Vader scarier than how Darth Vader was in George Lucas's version, if I were to be honest with you. He said something like, ever since I made Godzilla 2014, I thought it was difficult because Godzilla is a fictional animal. He's not a real creature. Jesus Christ, I'm gonna drop the T-Rex. But yeah, he's not a real creature. So him doing Jurassic Park, which with dinosaurs, which are real animals, and the T-Rex himself is a big prehistoric beast that's both real and intimidating, and it's scary. When I heard him say that, I was like, okay, he could maybe make the T-Rex be like scary like Godzilla was in 2014. I was like, yes, you could. Oh my god, the only time where T-Rex is really, really scary was either in the first Jurassic Park movie. I thought he was good. I thought Gareth was going to be like, I thought he was going to make the T-Rex be as scary, or if not scarier, than the T-Rex was in the Jurassic Park movie, the first one. I thought it was going to be like that, just like how he made Darth Vader scary in Rogue One. Fortunately, that did not happen. I feel like. Hey guys, sorry that my review just got a little bit cut out. My camera died, so I had to jump to the next day afterwards. So I liked the action scene, but I find it lacked like horror. First of all, the music was not so great. There was only one or two musics I like actually. I don't know if anybody thought this music was good. There's only two musics I like. One is obviously the Jurassic Park theme. They actually put the Jurassic Park theme, another Jurassic World type theme, which is actually great because I don't know why I was getting kind of tired with the Jurassic World theme. So it's nice to see the Jurassic Park theme. That was nice, and I'm glad it was actually used in a nice way. Yeah, there was no scene where the Jurassic Park theme wasn't good, so I'll give praise for that. The other thing, the other music I liked was every time when they encountered something like I think when they encountered the Spinosaurus, the T-Rex, and maybe some others, they always added like a doom sound effect, like where it goes like, you know, I wish I could play it on here, but that'll be copyright. But that soundtrack I kind of liked. Oh, I didn't like they didn't explain anything. Like, they didn't explain the hybrids. They get inside the lab at the end, and I thought they would explore or explain, like, oh, what would they trying to do? Why would they make this? Why blah, 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 blah. They didn't explain anything. So all those hybrids, like the DX and all these flying guys, these flying bat-likes, they don't explain their origins. Or maybe they did by a little bit, but not really anything. They don't go deep into lore in it. So it's kind of like Jurassic Park 3, I guess, if in a way, where they don't really explain Spinosaurus, even though they were originally going to, but they didn't explain it. Really get it. And this DX thing, in a way, I feel like it didn't need to be here. I find the DX didn't need to, or actually the hybrids didn't really need to be in this film. They said it was 17 years ago, and obviously that's not, they said it was for the original Jurassic Park, but the original Jurassic Park was like, what, 32 years ago or something like that? Yeah, average is what I would give it, 6 out of 10. I like it better than Dominion. I like it better than Fallen Kingdom a bit, too. So, it's, yeah, it's kind of hard to, I would say, to rank them, I would say Jurassic Park is number 1, of course. Number 2 would probably be Jurassic World, and number 3 would probably be The Lost World. 4, maybe I'll put Jurassic World Rebirth as number 4, and then number 5 would be Jurassic Park 3, and then number 6 would be Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom, and then number 7 would be Jurassic World Dominion. Now Jurassic World Dominion is gonna be the last one. Alright guys, so I'm gonna get going. This is my review of Jurassic World Rebirth, 6 out of 10. You guys tell me in the comments what you guys think. Did you guys enjoy it? Did you guys hate it? Did you guys liked it? What? Guys, then my videos are probably gonna be slow to be posted because I'm probably not gonna be able to edit them. So there's gonna be some troubles of timing on when my videos are gonna be posted. So, but I'll be available on Instagram though for sure. So, please follow me on Instagram, and you'll be seeing me there fully to know what I'm gonna be up to and stuff like that. So, anyways, so have a night. Peace out. Peace.